Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They keep it with Henry on first down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. With Henry, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Derrick Henry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Yeah, we dominate tonight.
Michael Pittman, 58 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 1st down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
being chased out left. And he finds Gronk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10, Taylor now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor.
As the first half is winding down. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick here is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for
both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
Taylor.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now Taylor. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
A gain of a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, it's Henry. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down and 3.
Now it's Henry. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 50 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. The give to Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone.
Keep going.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 41.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up in
Derrick Henry all alone.
Uh-oh.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 41 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
5-yard line.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll run here with Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys with
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, the 30,
Expect nothing
10.
less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 85 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 59, Colts 29.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Eluding the pressure right. Campbell making the catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Titans 59, Colts 36. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The pitch to Henry. He can't get him down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. They just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, get that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to set your sights higher. There is a bigger stats there, and they still have an opportunity.